What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to be covering some of the fastest ways that you can level up your weapons in Black Ops Cold War. Obviously in this game the weapon grind seems to take a hell of a lot longer than in Modern Warfare and pretty much every other COD as far as I can remember anyway. And so for those of us that are looking to both level up these guns so that they are ready to use in Warzone, but also to try and unlock all of those gold camos and then obviously go for the dark matter camo, then any chance to level these guns up quicker is definitely going to be a bit of a lifesaver. So getting straight into it, the first thing that I'm going to mention is that there is some level of subjectivity involved in this one. Obviously some game modes that I like or that I do well and you guys might not like that much, and vice versa. So what I will say is that if there are any modes that you guys are dominant at, for example maybe you're really good at domination because you can easily read the spawns, then stick to what you're comfortable with because that will likely result in more kills. Game modes are going to be the biggest decision you can make when it comes to gaining more XP for your weapons. There's not all that many ways that you can actually increase your XP gain outside of just choosing the right game mode. However, with that said, stick around to the end of the video because there is something that you can actually set up in your classes to increase that XP gain by 50% every single game. Now back to the game modes though, as far as I'm aware, Fireteam Dirty Bomb is actually going to be your best bet for consistently fast leveling in Black Ops Cold War, just due to the way that that game mode works. For those who haven't played Fireteam Dirty Bomb, this is essentially the Black Ops version of Plunder from Warzone, where there's 10 teams of 4 players who drop into a huge map, and then the goal is to just essentially loot for uranium, which can then help you set off the dirty bombs around the map. And so, like I said, it is essentially just the same premise as Plunder, looting and then taking that loot to a certain area. Now the thing with Fireteam Dirty Bomb is that much like Warzone, you actually knock enemies rather than killing them straight away, and so you're actually getting double the XP because of that, because you can get the XP for the knock and then XP for finishing the kill as well, pretty much meaning that if you get say 25 kills, you're getting about the same XP as if you got 50 kills in regular multiplayer. This is pretty much the main reason why you'll earn XP faster in this game mode, but there are also some other reasons for it as well. One of those other reasons is that because the game itself is longer than a regular 6v6 match, you're actually spending less time in the menus and more time in the actual game itself, and that obviously just translates to more XP, not only for weapons but just your overall level as well. Now it's not like you're going to be spending a heap of time in the menus in this game anyway. Usually there's maybe like 1 or 2 minutes between matches, and so it's not all that much, but over the course of a whole Dirty Bomb match, that's probably going to be an extra 6 minutes of playtime that you're going to have just in that game alone, and obviously over the course of a whole session that might equate to like half an hour of extra playtime. So it does all add up, and that is part of the reason why it's such a great way to earn XP even faster. Now because of the way the game mode works as well, even though the map is huge, if you just hang around the actual bomb sites, then there's literally always going to be people around. It's not like Warzone where oftentimes you're just kind of stuck looking for people. There are always plenty of players around, and if you can't find any, then just go to those bomb sites and there is guaranteed to be at least 1 or 2 squads there fighting it out. Now if you guys do want me to do a guide for Fireteam Dirty Bomb just explaining some of the best ways to play it and how to maximize your kills and your XP in that game mode, then let me know down in the comments section, as I'm more than happy to make a heap of guides like that if you guys are interested. Now moving on to the regular multiplayer modes, these are definitely a little bit slower. However, like I said, maybe you just kind of suck at Dirty Bomb and you don't feel as comfortable playing it, or maybe you just don't like it at all, and if that is the case, then regular multiplayer is still a solid way to level up those guns. In my experience, the objective-based game modes, mostly Domination and especially Hardpoint, are the best game modes when it comes to earning XP because you always know where the action is going to be with those objectives, and if you know exactly where you need to be to get kills, then you're definitely going to get more kills in those games. If you're playing Team Deathmatch, then obviously there's no real sort of high traffic areas in that mode. It's really just a matter of running around the map randomly and looking for enemies, since the spawns flip so often in that mode that there's pretty much no structure at all, and so I would definitely recommend avoiding Team Deathmatch when it comes to the weapon grind. The reason that Hardpoint is so great is because every single objective is drawing players to that exact location. Obviously Domination is great too, but for example there are 3 flags, which means that it might be roughly 4 players per flag, 2 per team, whereas in Hardpoint it's generally 10 to 12 players being near the objective, 5 or 6 per team. So obviously that just means you're much more likely to come across enemies on a regular basis. Again, play whichever mode you're best at, because forcing it in modes that you don't enjoy or that you're not very good at can be more of a pain in the ass than an actual benefit, but these modes that I mentioned are definitely some of the best if you are looking for that little bit of extra XP. One thing that I will say is that a lot of people seem to be thinking that zombies is a really quick way to level up, because obviously you get so many kills. You might get like 600 100 kills in a game of zombies. The thing is though, it is actually much slower when you're playing zombies. So maybe if you're a little bit bored of, you know, the grind in multiplayer, then jump on zombies and you can still just sort of, you know, mess around and you are still leveling up your guns. But as for the actual, you know, the grind, I would definitely recommend staying away from zombies. Now, lastly, touching on what I mentioned earlier about changing up your classes, one thing that you can do for your class is to actually add the Assault Pack field upgrade, which is kind of random, I know, but hear me out here. What the Assault Pack does is, 1, it gives you more ammo, and then 2, it gives you an extra 50% XP per kill that you get. So instead of 50 XP per kill, you're now getting 75 XP instead. Now, I can't actually confirm if this is only XP for your character level or if it is XP for your weapon level as well. It doesn't actually say that in the game, so it's kind of vague and I'm not 100% sure if this is actually correct. However, I used the Assault Pack while I was leveling up my Paladin, and I definitely leveled up faster with the Assault Pack than without it. So I would definitely recommend giving this a crack and just seeing how it feels for you. But again, take that with a grain of salt because it doesn't actually say that it's leveling up your weapon faster, it just says you're getting more XP. So that could actually just be for your player level. Now, if it does actually work, using the Assault Pack in Dirty Bomb would also be the best possible combination, seeing as you're going to get twice as much XP there anyway. So if you're truly dedicated to just grinding out these weapons and getting those ranks up as fast as you can, then equip the Assault Pack, head into Fireteam Dirty Bomb, and grind as much as you possibly can, and this will give you the overall fastest XP gain you can possibly get. That is going to do it for this one though, guys. If you enjoyed the video, then be sure to leave a like down below, and if you are new, then consider subscribing to the channel with those notifications on. If you guys have any tips of your own, then be sure to leave a comment down below, as the more tips the better, and you might actually be able to help someone else out by doing so. So give us those tips down in the comment section. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.